Welcome to the deserts of Bahrain, where the Formula One circus has rolled into town. We're expecting the cars to appear out on track shortly to start today's practice session. This weekend's night race will definitely be a challenge for some of the drivers, as not all of them have driven under lights before, so they'll need to quickly adapt to the conditions.
They will have already acclimatised and configured their normal race weekend routine to a night schedule, but I can't wait to see which driver gets up to speed the quickest in these conditions.
I was looking at some highlights of previous races here, and the one thing that really stood out to me was the run down to turn one. It's not an easy one to navigate, as everyone is scrapping to get into there first.
Turn one's always a consideration for this race. It's certainly a difficult one to get right when surrounded by other cars, but the race isn't won or lost there. You've got to be smart, get through, and hope your rivals get into trouble and not you.
Hello and welcome to round 3 of this 2014 career season as Daniil Kvyat. We are here in Bahrain for round 3. Now let's get into the practice session. Nothing really happened up until this lap at the moment. Here we go, so we're coming up on our 4th lap. DRS is open, coming down, putting a 1 minute 40 at the moment. So P14 at the moment, we're going around the first corner. Not too bad for there, a little bit wide, but not too bad. And then we get a lot of oversteer. And then we knock someone on the back and just go straight into the wall, which absolutely ruins our practice session, but there's only a minute left, so it wasn't too bad. And as you can see, the Mercedes ahead of us was the one who was involved behind. So here we go, watch the replay. We're going around the corner. We lose a bit at the back end, and we just sort of move into the car behind us. Here's Nico Rosberg's view. Yeah, he only clips the back of us. No one's fault, really. He didn't expect me to lose the back end, and there he is, spinning around and get back onto the track. All right, no damage for him. Here we go. An outside view. Yeah, hardly any contact there. But just enough to send us into the wall, and that ruined our practice session, sorry. And that will do it for practice.
Damage to the front wing. We're seeing a significant loss in downforce.
Lewis Hamilton has recorded the fastest time of the day in today's practice session. The British driver will be mightily pleased with just how well his car performed.
So, Lewis Hamilton topped the timesheets in that practice session with Nico Rosberg coming second, John-Eric Vergne was in 13th, and I was in 15th. And without any further ado, let's get into one-shot qualifying.
Welcome to the Bahrain International Circuit. It's 6 o'clock and qualifying is about to begin. Before the cars take to the track to start qualifying, who are you expecting to have a good session today?
Well, I certainly think Sebastian will be strong here. He really loves this circuit, and as long as he has the car performance, you can expect him to be right up there challenging for pole.
So here we go, guys, one-shot qualifying. The last 2 rounds we've managed to get 9th and 10th, so we're aiming for that sort of area again. So without any further ado, let's get into one-shot qualifying. Here we go, flying lap. Down the pit straight, going down into the first corner. Obviously the Williams are always fast in the straight lines, they always take the lead very early on, but down into the first corner, and we've got a terrible lock up straight into the first corner, run wide, and that's going to put us all the way down to back of the field most likely. Yes it has, there we go, back of the field. Now going down the second long straight on this circuit, can we make it up? Can we at least get maybe 16th in this qualifying? There we go, round that corner, up into 15th so far, that's good. That's much better than we would have hoped going into that first corner. Down to P16 unfortunately, but then round this next couple of corners, up into P13, 12th, 11th, 10th, we're up into 10th. We would not have thought that 9th. We would not have thought that after that first corner, but back down into 10th. We're going down the positions at the moment. We've got a bad exit out of that corner. This corner is quite tricky because you always lock up going into it because of the camber, and that's another mistake on that lap. Back end steps out on us. Down the second DRS straight, that's put us down into P15. Going down into the last sector now. Very good through that corner. Trying not to make any more mistakes to try and gain the positions that we lost in the 2 mistakes that we made already in this one-shot qualifying lap. Up into P13, now down to up into P11. Can we get any more positions? At the moment we're matching our goal. We want to beat our goal. Can we get any more positions? Down into the last corner. Yes, we're up into P10 at the moment. Do we get a good exit? Will we get P10? No, unfortunately not. Looks like we're going to get P11, but it might be like Australia where we get P10. I don't think we did. I think P11 is what we got. Daniil Kvyat looks happy, so we definitely beat our goal. or matched it. Let's have a look.
What a session it's been for Mercedes today. They've locked the front row of the grid for tomorrow's race.
It's been a great session for the team. They've really been pushing hard to make this happen, and their hard work has been rewarded.
So there we go. Lewis Hamilton tops qualifying yet again. That's 3 races in a row. Nico Rosberg follows him in second. We're in 11th, which is a good position for us in the Toro Rosso. And our teammate John-Eric Vergne gets 14th. I think that's another 14th for him this season. And then let's get into the race.
Welcome to Sakir for the start of the Bahrain Grand Prix. We hope you're ready for an exciting evening's action. Here's today's pole sitter, Lewis Hamilton. When I was speaking to him early on, I got the sense that he has total confidence in himself and his Mercedes car to take that race victory today.
After yesterday's qualifying performance, I think he has every chance of going on to win today. He really was a cut above the rest of the field, and if he brings the same level of speed, he shouldn't have any problems winning the race.
The Williams team will be quietly confident that they can find a way to get Valtteri Bottas to his first race win today. The car's been performing really well this weekend.
Valtteri really is shaping up to be a star of Formula 1 for a long time to come. His first race win will be a magical moment when it happens, but will it be today? I think that will be tough.
So here we are at the Sakir circuit in Bahrain for race day, round 3. Let's have a look at the race strategy. What strategy are we going to go for today? So option tyres, pitting on lap 6, or prime pitting on lap 9. We're going to go for the option strategy as usual. Let's get into the race.
See if you can manage 8th place.
We're hoping for a good start this time. We've had 2 bad starts. Can we get a good start this time? No, it's not. We've got bogged down quite a bit. We're going to lose positions on the straight again. We need to sort out these starts in this season otherwise, because that's where we're losing all the positions. As we go very deep into that corner, bump into Perez, luckily no damage. Very slow through the first corner, which allows Bianchi to go up our outside. There we go. Bianchi's up into 14th and we're down into 15th from that start. So from 11th to 15th, that's really bad. That's not a good start to the race. But we managed to get the pass on Bianchi. Down the inside, but now there's been a yellow flag. There's been an incident somewhere.
Green flag. We're racing again.
So following our teammate Jean-Eric Vergne now in P14. Can we get him into the next couple of corners? Can we catch up to this group? We're right behind him now. Still following him through that hairpin. This next tricky corner, hoping not to lock up into it. No, we've actually made collision with Bianchi. 2 races in a row. We've made a collision with Bianchi. And that's put us down into P17. So this race start has gone absolutely awful. From P11 down to P18 now. As we have another car going around behind us, but there wasn't enough room. Can we go around the outside of Romain Grosjean? Yes, we do. Up into P17. We're looking to get Gutierrez in the next couple of corners. Try and make up as many positions in these first laps as possible. While the cars are all bunched up. Yet there we go for a move on Esteban Gutierrez there. Following Adrian Sutil in 16th at the moment. Can we get him before down the DRS? Well, DRS is not activated, but can we get him down the pit straight? Very close behind him, but our exit was not as good as his. So here we go, following Adrian Sutil down the pit straight. Can we make a move on him? No, he's making a move on Bianchi. Will he make it stick? They're going side by side into turn 1. We're just going to follow through. Hopefully try and pick up a place if those two battle it. Ow. No, I think we're just going to slot in as we get a bad exit off that corner. We're going to have to look into the next corner. As Sutil again is going for a move. Will he make it stick this time? Nope, he's just not close enough. Up the inside as we go for a move around the outside. We've made it. We've made the move. He's still on our inside though. He's just poked his nose in, but you know, he doesn't make it stick. We go round the outside of him. Now following Bianchi, can we get him to the next corner? Yes. Yes, we do, but we don't want to hit him this time. We're going to have to leave more room than last time around the outside of this corner, which we do. But go very wide, which is going to allow him back up the inside. Yeah, there he goes. There he goes up the inside. Will Sutil go up? Yeah, there he is. Sutil's gone past as well. So in one corner, we've lost 2 positions again. We're going up the inside of Adrian Sutil, right behind Jules Bianchi right now. Can we make a move on Jules Bianchi? Yes, we can. There we go, up the inside. We like that corner. We made a move on Esteban Gutierrez there in the last lap. So now we're finishing lap 2, and we've made the move stick. Jules Bianchi is behind us, and he's going to stay behind us. We're going to look to catch John-Eric Verne now. As we skip ahead to lap 4, and there's a yellow flag ahead of us. Who's crashed? Has someone crashed out? It looks like Ricardo and Alonso have crashed on the right. There they are. And that was a weird moment. I don't know. I think the wheels picked up a bit of debris and it pushed me to the side. I'm not sure, but the car just moved to the left for some reason there. So now we've cleared that accident. We'll skip ahead to the beginning of lap 5. After that incident, we've got put up to P11 after we jumped 2 places. They're very slow round that corner. And we just lose the back end, and it's all over the place fighting the car. Oh no, that's not what we want. Another mistake in another race, and it's put us down another 2 places. We just got to stop losing these places because it's just getting ridiculous. We could have a pretty solid race if we weren't making these silly mistakes. Skipping ahead to the middle of lap 5 now, and there's another yellow flag. Will it be another accident where we can gain places? I'm not sure, as there looks like a couple of cars ahead queuing, just like we saw with John-Eric Verne in Australia. But I'm just holding behind because I don't want to get a penalty as Bianchi goes past, so I follow him through. Luckily don't get a penalty for illegal overtake. And now we're going to be following Bianchi, waiting for the green flag to make the move and get back up into P11. So there's Fernando Alonso there. He was in the incident earlier, and he don't know why he just sort of turned into us, even though he should be blue flag. Turns into the corner and blocks us off. And we skip ahead to lap 6 now, trying to catch Jules Bianchi. Can we make the move on him down this pit straight? No, because we're going into the pits. We're making our pit stop this lap, so we want a good pit stop to try and jump Jules Bianchi when he makes his stop. So we're making the undercut now on Jules Bianchi. So what is our pit stop time? We're hoping for a good time. We don't want another pit stop like Australia, where it was a bit slow. What's the time going to be? It's a 2.237, which is a good pit stop. That's the pit stop that we want to try and catch Bianchi and overtake him while he's in the pits. So we'll be on the fresher tyres now. It'll be a bit cold though, so we've got to be a bit easy after coming out of the pits as we lock up coming out of the pits. Going into turn 1, riding the curb a little bit there. Trying to be very easy on the throttle because they're cold. A little bit of a tank slapper there, but only a tiny bit, so it's easy to control. Skipping to lap 8 now. And we're in P14 where Jules Bianchi's coming out of the pits now. Can we make a move round turn 1? We're very close. Will we make up the inside? Yes, we do, and we make that move stick. Up into P13 now. We skip ahead to lap 10, following Sergio Perez, who is in P10. Bottas comes out of the pits at the same time, so we're hoping for those two to battle. Can we make a move on Bottas though up the inside? Nope, he shuts the door on us. And we get a bit of oversteer through that corner again, which loses time on Bottas. So now we're following Bottas and Perez. Hopefully those two can battle it out, make a mistake, and then we can gain a position on them, as we're just losing the back end like crazy around these corners. The tyre wear looks good at the moment. Fuel looks good at the moment as well. Following Bottas, we want to try and get a good exit off this corner because we've been struggling so far in the race. Not too bad. Yeah, that's alright, just a bit late on the throttle because we hit the curb, and there looks like a slow car as Bottas hits Ericsson. Bottas hits Ericsson, sends him up in the air, and because of the yellow flag, we illegally overtook him somehow, which is ridiculous because he hit him and he was going slow. It would have been dangerous for us to stop, as there's more cars bunched up like the incident earlier that we saw, where we got past Gutierrez, I believe it is, and then we go around the outside, and for some reason we don't get an illegal overtake, so I'll take that. Up into P7, that's, well, you need luck, and after starting the race down in P17, I believe, 18, I think, at one point. To be up at P7 right now is absolutely fantastic. Here we go, going down the pit straight in P7. All the cars are still bunched up going into the last corner, so that's good. They managed to get a gap on them, and we skip ahead to lap 11 now. Still in P7, but we've got Valtteri Bottas behind us, and we lock up going into that corner. That's bad. It's going to sacrifice our exit. But can we keep Bottas behind us? I think he's just going to have too much speed. Yes, he does. We might be able to outbrake him into this next corner. Nope, he just shuts the door on us like he did earlier, and we give him a little nudge, tell him, come on Valerie, move on. Speed up. But unfortunately he's taken P7, that drops us down into P8. We're reaching our target, which isn't too bad at the moment. But obviously we want to get that P7, more points in the championship, as Jean-Eric Vergne, I believe, is in P6. So he's beating us at the moment. We don't want that. We want that Red Bull seat for next season. So following Valtteri Bottas into the final corner. And look at the pace of the Williams, as he's just going to shoot off into the distance. There's no way of catching him at the moment. And skip ahead to the penultimate lap. As we're coming down the final corner, we've got a bit of a gap to Jenson Button. Going into the last corner. Jean-Eric Vergne is in P6 at the moment. We're in P7, so someone must have crashed. I believe it was Rosberg. That crashed. Now we're in P7. That's absolutely brilliant. Now we got to just keep Button behind us for this last lap, as we're going very slow through that first corner. You can take that a bit faster. Button is probably about 5/10 behind us. We want to keep him at that distance. We don't want him to get past. We want P7. We want these points. We need these points for the championship. We're going down into turn 3. Still managing to keep Jenson Button behind us, but he is gaining. He's gaining with every corner. I think he's got more grip. He's in a faster car. He's surely going to get us on this lap. He's so close to us right now. We've got very little grip at the moment. And the race winner is Lewis Hamilton. That's 2 races he's won this season, with Nico Rosberg winning 1. That's going to definitely help his championship as we're going down into this next corner. Not too bad. Good exit. Yep, keeping Jenson Button behind us. Is he going to go for a move? He'll have the DRS open. Will he go for a move? He is going for it. Can we get him back around the outside? Yes, we do. Round the outside on Jenson Button. Can we keep him behind us? Yes, I think we have. A couple more corners to go. Can we keep him behind us and get this P7? Here we go. One more corner to deal with after this one. We need a good exit. That's a good exit. We've got him behind us. Last corner now, coming down into the last corner. Can we get a good exit? We need a good exit. We're going very slow, holding Jenson Button up, and then we're going to try and shoot off, which we do, but we get a bit of oversteer, which is going to sacrifice us, but we are going to come home for P7. What a result. There he is, Daniil Kvyat, very happy boy for that P7. What a result after going down to P18.
Another win for the Brackley-based team. What a car they've got this year.
Yes, definitely. It was a brilliant race, and one that you can tell the fans really enjoyed.
There'll be plenty more twists and turns to come this season. I hope you can join us at the next race to see just who will come out on top.
So, Lewis Hamilton wins a very action-packed Grand Prix, as you can see there. The amount of crashes there were, and 3 penalties given to Kimi Räikkönen, Felipe Massa and Valtteri Bottas. Unfortunately, we weren't close enough to Valtteri Bottas to gain on him because of that penalty. But we finish in P7. Jean-Eric Vergne finishes in P5. Kimi Räikkönen and Felipe Massa complete the podium. And looking down at the back of the grid, Jules Bianchi gets the first points for Marussia as he gets P10, so well done to him. With Sebastian Vettel, Fernando Alonso and Marcus Ericsson 2 laps down. Nico Rosberg DNF'd, that's why we got P7, and Esteban Gutierrez DNF'd as well. So, taking a look at the drivers, we are in P11 at the moment. We get an achievement for 1 aim. So we're in P11 with 8 points and a gap of 43 to the leader. Obviously, we're not going to be challenging for the championship in this season. Jean-Eric Vergne is in 8th, so he is 6 points ahead of us at the moment, so we're going to need to close that in the next couple of races. Let's look at the Constructors' Championship. And we are in P6 with McLaren Mercedes 6 points ahead of us and Sahara Force India 5 points behind us. Join me next time for the next race. Thank you very much for watching and goodbye. Have a